What is up, all you desert dwellers, doom goblins, and stoner rockers? You know what we're doing here. We are counting down to the Planet Mammoth and Gloria Death Records Family and Friends Showcase, February 26th at the Yucca Tap Room, featuring Grail, Formula 400, Cavaster, Old Fashioned Assassin, and Great Electric Quest. That's February 26th at the Yucca Tap Room. Show starts at 7. It's 21 and up, $10 at the door. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Jam Space with Zach Cry. Today's guest is Tom Frank from the band Duel out of Austin, Texas. Their most recent album, In Carne Persona, dropped in October of last year on Heavy Psych Sounds. They were scheduled to come out here and play Planet Mammoth Presents. They have since had to cancel due to some personal issues, and we are looking forward to getting them back out here as soon as we can. I really enjoyed our conversation, and without much further ado, let's get into the episode.
I is the second born of the Princess of Ida, and as Grand Inquisitor, here condemn you.
Tom. Thank you for joining us on Jam Space Podcast.
Hey, how's it going?
It's so good to have you on here, man. Are you from Austin? Are you an Austin local?
I'm not. I've been here about, oh man, almost 16 years in March.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, but I'm from Kansas City, and then I lived out in Los Angeles for about 10 years or so.
Austin seems to be synonymous with stoner rock and doom metal right now. It's been that way for a long time. Do you think that's something that was like kind of bred there, or is it the people kind of going there to make that kind of music?
Um, no, I mean, it seems like when I moved here, everything was like this really high energy, like kind of redneck punk stuff, like Honky was a band from here, all
Yeah.
kind of like I'll go where my daughter's, yeah, like super suckers sounding stuff. When I moved here, um, and like the indie music scene is huge here, but it seems like in the last 6 or 7 years, just a ton of kind of doom and stoner stuff has really gotten popular here.
Yeah, man, it's really taken off. There's a ton of bands coming out of there right now that's just really killing it. You guys being one of them. Um, I know High Desert Queen just released an album last year. My buds, Holy Dead Trio, are just popping up. I mean, the list
Yeah,
goes, and then those are just the new bands that are popping up in Austin. Not to mention like Duel and American
yeah,
Sharks and all these bands. You guys have been a staple of the scene for quite a while. Um, you were actually involved in Scorpion Child, right?
yeah. For about a year and a half or so,
Hell yeah.
they were all friends of mine. And actually, before they formed the band, I was jamming with them. Um, but they, when they got their Nuclear Blast record deal, um, they felt they needed to replace the guitar player they had at the time, which that band has had so many members. It's crazy. I mean, 40 members or something, in
Wow.
and out through the years. But I hopped on right after they got that deal, and for about a year and a half, did a lot of the big tours they were doing and stuff.
Was that like your
Um,
first taste of like big tours and stuff like that?
for the most part, as far as real big stuff like that, like the first thing I did with them was like, it was 2 weeks after I started playing with them. We went on tour with Clutch and Orange Goblin for like 6 weeks, and all over through Canada and everywhere in the U.S. It was a crazy long tour, but it was amazing. The first night, was in front of 7,000 or something like that.
Nice.
So it was, yeah, it was, it's really all the same because you can only see the first, you know, 60 people standing in front of you.
No doubt.
Uh, but it was cool.
When you're on these
Um,
tours, do you get to get some hangs in with the other bands? Like, did you get to catch Clutch just hanging
oh,
out or
yeah,
anything
for
like that?
sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, we'd watch them and Orange Goblin every night, and
Hmm.
um, Clutch kind of we'd hang out with them a little bit, but they would kind of uh, keep to themselves. They had a huge tour bus and all this. But the Orange Goblin guys we hung out with a lot, became really good friends with, and see on the road and over in Europe every now and then. We'll be playing the same festival or something.
I know the last album they put out was killer, man.
They're awesome, man, and
Yeah.
they're so like commanding live. Like Ben is just like larger than life on stage. He's just like huge Viking, and he's just like, he knows how to do it. He knows how to get people riled up.
So have you guys had like pending Europe dates through all this craziness that we're going through right now?
Oh yeah, man. When everything started, we were stuck over there. We were on tour, and we started our tour in Milan, which was like fucking Chernobyl over there. It was the epicenter of everything.
Wow.
and we were supposed to fly back home out of there, and like our tour, we didn't really encounter much. It was about 5 weeks, and about the last week or two, we started hearing, stuff about this and that. And our booking agent is Italian, and we started in Milan and then Pisa and all these areas that were red zones like a week after we were there. And, we ended up having to ditch our van and equipment and everything at an airport in Holland and find new flights home and everything. Our van sat there for 6 months with all of our stuff in it at an
Wow.
airport. And,
Did you
yeah.
retrieve all that shit?
Yeah, it was all label gear
Yeah.
and the van. And we were leaving our guitars and luggage because we were supposed to be back in like 2.5 months for a summer tour. We're
Wow.
coming
Oh.
home, and it was going to be South by Southwest, and then we had a tour up in the Pacific Northwest, like some dates with Red Fang, and just had all this stuff cooking, and it's just like everything just fell apart.
Wow, man. You guys that must have been a weird flight home, not knowing what you were coming home to and stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, we thought it was just going to be something that was a European thing, and it took about a week and a half or so before people started getting worried here.
Yeah.
And then the rest.
Yeah.
But yeah, in June we had a big tour set up. Um, and everything got canceled and then basically rebooked again for 2021. Like Hellfest was the big thing we really wanted, to make happen.
That's in Houston,
And
right?
sorry,
That's Hellfest down in Houston?
no, that's Hell's Heroes, the like
Oh.
metal thing. Hellfest is the biggest open air festival, and other than I think Wacken is a little bit bigger, but Hellfest is like 60 to 70,000
Nice.
attendees, and like this year it's crazy. It's like Metallica, Judas Priest, like every band you can think of is playing. It's
Oh, where's it
crazy.
at though?
It's in Nantes, France. It's like in
Oh.
the city in France.
Yeah, yeah.
We're rebooked on it, and then again for this year. So we're we're playing this year. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we have a whole tour starting at the end of May and then going to the end of June.
There's still a lot of shows up in the air. You know what? I follow a lot of events like on my social media and stuff, and then I'm like, oh, check it out, Fu Manchu's playing this week, and then it gets here, and it's like, oh, I guess they're not fucking playing. They postponed
Yeah.
it again, and then it's like, I got several like event reminders for events that aren't happening that are just gone in the wind. Uh,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and I just don't know what's real anymore. What shows are happening and what shows aren't.
Yeah, I definitely don't get too surprised when something is canceled. It's always kind of like, okay, we'll see. Um, but they've been doing, Desert Fest over in Europe, and a lot of the bigger festivals there are happening again. So
Right.
I think hopefully by midsummer, everything should be pretty much as normal.
And you guys are doing Heavy Psych Sounds Fest in May, right?
Yeah, we're doing the California ones, and then right after that, we fly directly over to Switzerland, where we're playing one there with High on Fire, Elder, and some other bands. And
Nice.
then we're doing one in Austria a few weeks later.
That's awesome, man.
And yeah, it'd be cool. We're really looking forward to it.
you guys just put out an album last year in October. Were you guys writing throughout the entire process, or do you guys have a lot of material kind of in stock? How's that?
No, we don't. We were definitely writing through, we figured that was the best way to spend our time. Um, so, we always get songs together to make a record when we were real busy. And then we would go on a tour and just kind of forget about those songs or come back and like, I don't know, we lost our train of thought or momentum with them and they would just vanish.
Yeah.
And it was happening for a while. And this downtime, it gave us all some time to actually, really work on some stuff and, take time with it. We felt some of our records we really rushed, didn't take enough time with them. So this one we had the time.
My favorite record from you guys is Fears of the Dead, man. I just feel like it really nailed it.
Yeah, it's everybody's. It's like,
I love all your shit, dude, but that one right there, that's what really drew me into you guys, man.
it's hard, man, to like, I mean, it's awesome to have a debut album that everybody's really stoked on, because a lot of times it takes a couple before people start coming around, the second or third album. But that first one out of the gate was just like real easy for us. Felt real pure, and like we've just been chasing that ever since.
Yeah.
It seems like the harder we try, the more we get away from,
Yeah.
But it's the first song on the first record. It's like every bit. If you look at our online sales and stuff, it's like 85% that song.
Oh yeah, that's a hell of an opener, man. That's fucking.
Yeah,
That's a damn good song, man.
I wish I could write it again.
Just wipe everybody's memory and release it again, huh?
You're right.
So when did Heavy Psych Sounds come into the picture?
Right away, we put this band together, and within about 3 months, we were recording an EP as like a demo, I guess. And I sent it out to every label I could think of, sent it to every label I could think of. And we heard back from quite a few. It was cool. We had some interesting ones interested in putting out, nothing huge, but, labels we'd be happy to work with. And then right at the end, right before we're signing with one label, Heavy Psych gets back to us, and they're like, "Oh, wait," and they offer so much that we were just like, "Oh man, yeah, this is what we have to do." Just because the booking, and they have backlines and vans, and they have a lot of pull in Europe as far as getting you on whatever you want.
For sure.
No,
That's
and
the
that's
obvious decision.
Yeah, because I mean the hardest part, man, is getting the tours together and all that, and having everything all in one entity has really helped streamline things, and they're just cool. They let us do whatever we want. They're always willing to put out new stuff whenever we want to, and the tours are all just kind of like, hey, what do you guys want to do? What sounds fun, and then they go and they round that up for us. It's fantastic.
That sounds awesome, man. That says a lot for Heavy Psych Sounds, dude.
Yeah, it's a good match. They're like a good size to where you don't become a footnote on the label. Like they have bigger acts, but they still pay very close attention to their smaller acts.
That's a Swedish label, right?
Sorry.
Is it a Swedish label?
They're from Rome.
Oh,
Italian, yeah.
Italian. Okay.
hmm the singer guitar player from Black Rainbows.
That's right. That's right. I don't know who I was thinking of out in Sweden.
There's so many little labels over in Europe now, and they're all great, Um, but this we thought we would do one record with them, and now it's been five.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you guys just pump them right out. Does Jeff record all your stuff for you guys?
Yeah, he's recorded everything, even the live one. He with another engineer kind of partnered up, and he was a huge part of that. He mixed it and mastered it too.
I saw them working at Psycho. I was there with my wife. I didn't go up and say anything, but
Yeah, he recorded the whole festival, and a few of the bigger acts are putting out live albums from Psycho.
yeah.
Uh, there's like the Psycho Wax label they're launching, with all this stuff.
Right, yeah. I pre-ordered the Lemmy thing they're doing, the Motorhead thing.
Yeah, the tribute thing. Yeah,
He had a hand in that too, huh?
he did. Yeah, he did all the mixing and mastering. He tracked all the live stuff, and then yeah, some of the bigger acts, they want to go back and do overdubs and stuff. So Jeff will be, responsible for that. So it was a good hookup for him for sure.
I mean, it's got to be incredible for you guys to have that at your disposal. I mean, the guy in your band is an incredible audio engineer.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, man. Price is definitely,
Yeah,
uh, at the same time, it slows us down a little bit because we have to kind of work with because he has to make a living too. That's all he does
oh yeah,
for a living. So we can't tie up his studio for 3 months,
for sure.
and he doesn't really charge us per se to record. It's his band. So.
No, I get
Um,
that, man. Hell, it's taken me forever just to do the last few projects I've been working on for the same reasons, and the guy's not even in my band.
yeah,
These,
but one thing we always have a deadline. So this time we didn't want to stress. We wanted to have the record done early and this and that. So it helps us to have a deadline. And this album we wrote, 75% of it in the studio, which was unusual for us, but it was really cool. It was a fun way to do a record.
for sure, I imagine. So how's the writing process work? Do one of you guys just come with a riff and you just build on it like that, or is there a somebody that does most of the writing? What's the process?
Well, usually I make demos, just with my phone and Garage Band or whatever.
Hmm.
And then I send those to the guys, and they kind of digest them, and then we get together and try the songs. And everybody's real vocal and super involved in the composition and everything. Like the songs I'm sending them, those are just, those are the ideas. There it is. What do you guys think about it? What do you want to do with it? And we just start working on them, and everybody, even Justin, our drummer, is really vocal about this part and da 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 da, and
Hmm.
and it really gels, man, when especially the way we were doing it in the studio, because we're all kind of in a small room, almost in a circle, and we're all kind of just it's just like this hunk of clay in the middle of the room, and we're all shaping it.
Yeah.
Uh, and then even in the actual production, so much gets added, and it's amazing the changes it can make to a song, you know.
Absolutely. I love being in the studio, man.
I do too. It's great. I mean, when it goes well, it's great. And,
Yeah, when it goes well, it's great.
you know, but it's like the way we've started looking at things is even if something's bad and we're working on it, it's like that's the whole thing, getting to the work, you know, having something to work on. And maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but at least you're working and you're getting better and you're flushing out ideas and
Working out that
you know,
muscle.
yeah, and just clearing mental space, you know. You have all these ideas and it's like, okay, well, I know that one sucks now, I can let
You
it
could
go,
delete
you
that off
know.
the hard drive, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then the ones that work out, it's like, okay, now we have a record of, you know, we have something down of that. Now we can start thinking about other stuff, you know.
Isn't that amazing how once you get those ideas like into some tangible format, it really is like unloading it from your brain.
It is because they sit there like a sore, you know, and just
Yeah.
nag
It's
at you till you get them out, you
filling up
know.
your disk spaces, keeping new stuff from getting in.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm happy to hear that you guys are plowing straight ahead. I know you have a family. I'm not sure about the other guys' situations, but I imagine everybody has to make a living and stuff. How do you guys find balance with the band, with writing new material, touring, family life, all that?
Well, a lot of it is you know just being over the years getting in the right position for all this, where we're all self-employed with something that's lucrative enough it doesn't take a lot of our time, and
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
and
It takes
then
a lot of positioning.
yeah, and just being available, you know, and not having too much going on and all this, you know. Jeff has I have a 3-year-old, and Jeff's got a 2.5-year-old. I've got 4 kids, but
Me too, brother.
uh,
I got a full house over here. I got four little ones as well, man.
man, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to when they were all really young. I was on the road a lot, you know, and 2020 was going to be a really, really busy year. Which who knows, man? If all this stuff didn't happen, that might have been the year that broke our back. You know,
Yeah.
we're kind of going back to everything with a little more breathing space. You know.
I think a lot of people had that takeaway from it. I mean, for what it's worth, it was nice to kind of just sit back for a little bit and be with the family, you know?
Yeah, totally. It kind of put some importance on some things, and also kind of, I don't know, you know, before we used to like, well, okay, there's a show in, you know, in Florida, 14 hours, you know, let's
Yeah.
book 5 shows. And like anything would get us out the door before. And now we're being a little more selective about, you know, what we go out and do.
So many
It
people have been sharing the same sentiment, you know,
yeah.
including myself. I used to just go for anything. They're like, we got a Tuesday night over here. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, there's a time for that. You have to do that. You know, you have to. There's a couple years definitely where you just gotta boom, 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 just hit, hit, hit. You know, but then you know what we're trying to figure out is, you know, there's definitely the next time where you have to establish your worth. You know, and kind of stick to that and try not you know when shows were happening again here, our first show back was huge. It was High on Fire, at this like motocross track. We had direct support, you know, and it was really tough to top. You know, we hadn't played in almost a year, you know, and
That's sick, bro. That's fucking
And then
badass.
it kind of like lit the fire where we just wanted to play, and we've been playing like way too much.
I know. I put the word out that we wanted to start booking shows again, and now I look up and I've got 10 shows booked over the next couple months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, it's like everybody wants to get things rolling again.
Yeah.
There are less bands to fill this, just less venues too, but you know, so we're trying to find that spot where we're not doing everything that comes,
No,
just because, it drops your value. So,
for sure, for sure. I hear the kiddos in the background, man, having fun.
yeah.
I don't want to keep you too much longer, Tom, man. I just want to ask, I know you guys are coming out for Heavy Psych Sounds. What else is on the horizon for you guys?
Well, just in the States, we just have that run out there for that, and then that's directly over to Europe after that. And then after that, we don't know. We have a lot of local stuff going on here over the next 2 months.
You guys gonna be taking any time to start writing new stuff, or is that?
Yeah, we have been actually. Our kind of mode. We were really getting good at putting stuff together, so we kind of just kept writing and demoing, and hope to have within a year or so another album ready to roll.
I like the video that you put out for your last album. I noticed there's not a video out for this one yet.
Oh yeah, that's all stuff we just screw around with and do ourselves. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, just with
So do you make all your all the flyers that I see for you guys? They all have the same style. So I know it's got to be one guy that does it. Is it you?
Yeah, I do the most of the artwork, except for like this record cover. Sean, our bass player, did. But I do all our video stuff and
No way. That's cool, man.
flyers. Yeah, I mean I'm just screwing around, but it's content, it's stuff
Yeah.
to put out there for people to see, and that's a good thing about playing these shows that are available to play right now. It's okay, let's have some posters going, and some video clips and stuff from these shows, and
Absolutely,
just to
man.
have some activity.
Well, Tom, thank you very much for being on the show for me, man. I really appreciate it.
You bet, man. My pleasure.
It's super bummed out. I'm not gonna see you guys later this month, but I know you guys got your own thing going on over there right now. I was gonna try to make it out to Heavy Psych Sounds, but we are playing with Warlung. They're headed up to Los Angeles for that, and we're gonna play 2 nights with them beforehand. But I got to get my drummer.
Right.
Yeah, we're in Oceanside the night before with Buddy, man, with Sabbath Buddy Sabbath.
Yeah, cool.
That's gonna be a good
Awesome.
one. But I got to get my drummer back over here to Arizona that Saturday, so unfortunately we won't be able to make it.
Yeah, that's cool. I know how it is. We'll meet. We'll see each other sooner rather than later, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
we'll catch each other soon. I know you guys are gonna rip it up, man. I appreciate you being on the show, and I'm gonna let you off of here, dude, and go hang out with those kiddos, man.
Okay, my pleasure. Take care, man.
Later, brother.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I want to thank Tom Frank for coming on the show. Everybody follow them on Bandcamp. That's duel3.bandcamp.com. That's duel3.bandcamp.com. Follow them on Instagram at Duel Texas. Follow me on Instagram at Zach Cry. Subscribe to the podcast and come out to the Yucca Tap Room on February 26th for the Glory or Death Records Family and Friends Showcase. Shout out to Chris over at Doom Tune Podcast. You guys have a good day.
it hurts